Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of T2SMC Trader. So over here, I would love to talk about the London session. So today is Wednesday and I would love to talk about Wednesday London session price action. Now for London session, I have made some simple rules. It's not complicated. It's not so difficult. It's very simple that 90%, 95% of the time market is going to make the liquidity. Rest 5% of the time market is going to take the liquidity. Now if market makes the liquidity, that is my winning possibility, or that is my area where I will go for the trade around the London session. If market doesn't make the liquidity, it is going to take the liquidity, I will skip that session. Now let's talk about this price action today because it's very important. I was outside and you guys keep messaging me to my Twitter. I would love to talk about this price action. There is some specific rules that is so clear. I really don't know why you don't listen to me carefully. Over here, what did I say? The London session is going to start from 1 a.m. New York local time until 6 a.m. New York local time. In this time frame, market is going to make the liquidity 95% of the time. Rest 5% of the time, market will only take the liquidity. You will push your button if there is a setup when market will be from 2 a.m. New York local time to 5 a.m. New York local time. That is inside the kill zone. You are allowed to push the button after 5 to until 5:30. Maybe if you are absolutely new, then don't push your button after 5. If you're little experienced, then you can push your button after 5 until 5:30. Very specific, guys. So let's look at the price action, what happened by today's London session, because it's really important for you guys. Don't focus on this buy side liquidity, that buy side liquidity. Just don't focus it, or let me actually remove it from the chart. Over here, where is look over there, okay, on the bottom. This is 15-minute chart on my right hand, where you are looking for your liquidity from 1-minute chart or 15-minute chart. Obviously from 15-minute chart. This is that one candle, that is 1 a.m. New York local time. This is that candle. You will start to look for the liquidity making. So can market make the liquidity? You can see this candle was going lower. So what should you think? You should mark that low. See this low? You should mark that low, that low, that low, that low, that low. Can market make any of this low with any of this low sell side liquidity? As you can see, when market fall until that area, it went higher again. Did it make the relatively equal lows? Absolutely not. Look at this low and that low. Where is it? From there to there. Is it relatively equal lows? Absolutely not. So I'm going to remove it. It started to go higher. What should you do around that time? This high, that high, that high. Mark all of them. When market is going higher, it went through this high. Look, what is the time? 2. Just around 2. It went through this high. Did it make the relatively equal highs? No. It's not the shallow run. Body has closed above this high. Are you looking for buy around that area? Because market is inside the zone and 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. kill zone. Are you looking to look for buy? Absolutely not. Why? Because market didn't make the sell side liquidity. So you're not going to look for the buy. Now, if you would love to push your button by using Asia session or any other things, man, you can't just complain. You just can't tell me that it has taken the liquidity from the Asia session, so it should go for the Asia session high. I didn't talk about that. I even never care about that. All I told you, this is very simple. Market is going to make the liquidity or it is going to take the liquidity. Then as you can see, market went higher and came until that area, right? This is the highest candle. Look on your left. This is a high. Mark that high and extend it to your right. Did it make the buy side liquidity? Absolutely not. It's not the shallow run. Body has closed. Look, body has closed above that high. And your next high is over there. So around that area. Okay, it either way didn't make the liquidity around that area. This is not relatively equal highs, because if you see the distance from there to there, it's not looks like a relatively equal highs, right? So when market started to fall, are you looking for buy? Absolutely not. Why? Because market didn't make the buy side liquidity. Then as you can see, market is falling until that area. Now if you see this low and that low, they are almost relatively equal lows. For example, it has made the relatively equal lows. Now maybe you are not thinking that this is the relatively equal lows. If you think that this is not relatively equal lows, you don't go for the trade by using my concept. You are not looking for any kind of trade. If you see this is relatively equal lows, in your opinion, if you think that this is relatively equal lows, perfect. what should you do? Start to look for buy. I'm coming here in 1 minute chart now because I have already got that relatively equal lows. In my opinion, here it has made this relatively equal lows. So look at this high, that low. See, sorry, not high, low. This low and that low. Look at the distance. Does it look like relatively equal lows? To you? It's relatively equal lows to me. It can be relatively. It can't. Maybe it's not relatively equal lows for you. Maybe, but it's for me. Okay. So over here, when I saw that market has traded the, market has made the relatively equal lows, what is the next thing to see? Is it inside the kill zone? That means 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. kill zone. Is it inside that kill zone or not? What is the time? 3:46. It is inside the kill zone. So are you going to look for the buy? Absolutely. What is the next thing you should keep? You should look for. Did it trade any kind of higher time frame PDR? That means, did it trade any kind of 15-minute PDR, point of interest? Do you have anything over there? Now, as you can see, you have this down close body close candle, which is your order block. Mark the high of that order block, extend it to your right. You will see that it perfectly trade that order block. Okay, you don't know how to mark the order block. No worries. Look at this new week opening gap. Where did it came? To the top of this new week opening gap. Do you need any other point of interest? Absolutely not. You can see it perfectly tapped to the new week opening gap high. When it tapped to the new week opening gap high, are you willing to go for the buy? Absolutely, you are good to go for the buy. What do you need more? It will take some liquidity from 1 minute chart. It will give you the market structure shift. Immediate reaction, you will go for that buy. Now let me mark the setup over there. It has taken this relatively equal loss. So market has taken the sell side liquidity around that area. Is that a valid market structure shift? And this is the perfect market structure shift. The best market structure shift. Okay. So here you have the market structure shift. Now when you got the market structure shift, where is your first fair value gap? Let me mark the first fair value gap or the entry fair value gap. Okay. So over here, this is your entry fair value gap. Okay. Over here you have the breakaway gap. Now you can say that, brother, it is your first fair value gap and this is your breakaway gap. I don't mark this type of very small. See, it's a very small. Even in empty eyes you won't see this is a gap. So I don't mark this type of gap as my last fair value gap or breakaway gap or something like that. Instead of this gap, I can see this gap is more clean and very easy to see. See this gap? This is my last fair value gap or the breakaway gap. What should I look for? Immediate reaction. So when this candle closed, I will start to count 3 candles. 1, 2, 3. Did it came to this fair value gap within 3 candles? No. Are you looking for the buy again? That means, are you going to push your button from there? I'm not going to do that because I didn't get any kind of the immediate reaction. So I am not willing to push my button. I'm not going to chase the price. Though everything matched perfectly, I am not interested to look for buy anymore. Then what did you see? Market went higher, fall. Are you looking for sell? Absolutely not. Why? Because market didn't make any kind of buy side liquidity. It has made the sell side liquidity. You should only look for buy, no sell for you. You can see market fall until that area, failed to take that low, trade that constant and started to go higher. Do you have any market structure shift over there? Another market structure shift. When you got that market structure shift, let me mark this market structure shift. Is that a perfect market structure shift? It's not a perfect market structure shift. Just let me explain this thing. But it is also a market structure shift. This swing high has traded this fair value gap, but it's not actually the swing high because this is the sideways candle. But if you pause the market, this is the market structure shift, breakaway gap, entry fair value gap. See this entry fair value gap over there? There is your entry fair value gap. I will show you the real setup over here. What I can see. Okay? This is the entry fair value gap. This is your breakaway gap. Okay. So over there, after market structure shift, is that immediate reaction? Absolutely, that is the immediate reaction. Push your button over there, cover the breakaway gap. Where should you target? You will look for some kind of relatively equal highs or lows from 1 minute chart. So I can see this is the relatively equal highs around that area here. Okay, sorry, not there, here. I can see relatively equal highs over there. So around that area, let me mark it. This is the relatively equal highs. So what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold my trade until that relatively equal highs, until there. What else I'm going to do? I'm going to take the partial. I don't care where the market is. I will take a partial when market will come here to the 15 handle. Okay, so something like that area here. This is going to be my partial. Then I will put my stop loss to the break even and I will hold my trade until that buy side liquidity. That is the trade. If you push your button over there and then you start to complain, then you are not following the rules. Simple rules, brother. Now, some of you can say that this is not the market structure shift. So let me actually remove all of these things here. This is not the market structure shift. In that type of situation, you don't have any opportunity to take the buy. Then don't push the button. Do you really see any other setup over there? Yeah, I can see another setup. I don't need the market structure shift over here because the real setup was over there. After that setup, when market has traded this order block, look at this order block. It has traded that order block, went higher, leave this fair value gap open. What should that fair value gap? It should not be filled. Unfilled fair value gap. Market came back again, filled that unfilled fair value gap. Low, high, lower low. What is that? What do you say over there? Breaker block. This is the candle which has validated that breaker block. This candle. Market came back again. Where did it came? To the top of this breaker block. I'll push my button over there, covering this fair value gap over there. How far I'm going to hold my trade? Until here. I'll take the partial around the 15 handle. Is it a valid setup? Absolutely, it's a valid setup. Is this the market structure shift? Fair value gap immediate reaction? No, it's not the market structure shift. You should look for market structure shift around there. The way I saw the market structure shift over there. So at the very beginning of the run, you will look for everything. If everything is cool, perfect. Go for that trade. If you don't see anything is actually going with your plan, then don't push the button. Just let it go. These all rules, like I told that you have to take the partial to the 15 handle and you have to put your stop loss to the break even. Then you can hold your trade until the obvious buy side liquidity or maybe some other level. It's up to you. I don't care about that. But if you don't follow those rules and you just start to complain, man, it's not going to help you. You have to be strict, very strict. You are in rush. You are pushing your button over there. Maybe you are pushing your button over there. No, you can't push your button over there. There is nothing. I give you some specific rules, very specific, very specific. If you see that it has filled the rules, go for that trade. If you see no, it didn't match with the rules, don't push the button. Simple, brother. Very simple. Over here, look around that area. What time is it? 4:55. See, is it inside the session yet? Yes, brother. From 1 to 6, market is going to make the liquidity. What is the time over there? 4:45. Let me come over there. This is that candle. Is it inside the session 2 to 5 a.m.? Absolutely, it is inside the session. Let's see what happened when market came here from 15 minutes chart. Did it make the buy side liquidity? These two highs, did it came to near to that high? Absolutely, brother. It came over there. Is it valid? Absolutely, it is valid. Market went lower, went higher again. Give me the market structure shift over there. It's simple, very simple. This is the market structure shift around that area. Very nice displacement. Now, you don't see this is a displacement, don't push your button. You saw this is the displacement, perfect. Here, this is your anti-fair value gap. Is that immediate reaction around to that area? Is that immediate reaction? Absolutely, it's the immediate reaction. How far market can go? See this breakaway gap? Let me mark the breakaway gap over there. Over there. This is the high of this breakaway gap. Ah, what the hell, man. Here, this is the breakaway gap, high. This is the breakaway gap, low. Push your button over there with confidence that market is not going to stop you out. Cover the breakaway gap, maybe little above the breakaway gap. Either way, 8 handle, man, just 8 handle. How far are you going to hold your trade? Do you have any kind of relatively equal loss? You have. Here, look at this relatively equal loss around that area. Instead of that, do you have any other relatively equal loss around that area? Anything else? No, you don't have. Then what else can you do? You can mark any kind of last fair value gap. See this last fair value gap? Just mark that last fair value gap over there. Here. Just simply mark it until that area. Okay? Here. Push your button over there. Take a partial when it will be at 15 handle. Look, where is your 15 handle? There is your 15 handle. For example, take a partial over there. Put your stop loss to the break even. Put your stop loss to the break even. Then hold your trade either this last fair value gap. If you are overzealous, hold it until this liquidity from 1 minute chart. I'm not talking about 15 minute chart. It is from 1 minute chart. Go for that. Did it work? Is that concept work? But brother, this setup is after 5. It's near about what is the time actually? 5:15. What did I say? If you are in little advanced level, you can push your button after 5 until 5:30. Until 5:30, it's very specific. Now, maybe you are very beginner. Don't push your button after 5. Wait until 5, and if you see there is no opportunity to push the button, don't push the button. Just don't push it. Let him go. Brother, it's very specific. Don't get confused because you are not following the rules. You have to follow the rules. If you don't follow the rules, nothing is going to work. This is my concept, not ICT concept. So don't ask me where ICT talked about this. No, never ICT talked about this. 95% of the time, London is going to make the liquidity. This is the thing I told. Nobody until now talked about this. I am the one who told that, and I am the one who is proving that again and again. Again and again. Not every day, but 95 days out of 100 days. Don't believe me? Go back, check it by yourself. So thank you guys for understanding this London session video. I hope that it is insightful for you. If it is insightful for you, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new. So until the next video, cheers.